Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. What about the right and the left? There are some people who say they are diametrically opposed. The right is for one thing, the left is for the other. They are mortal enemies forever entwined in a battle for control. There is another camp, however, that says that they are the same thing, that the right and the left are not distinguishable in any essential or important way. That's the camp I'm in. Let's talk now, forget the Republicans and the Democrats, let's go back to Europe in the 1930s. In the 1930s, there were two camps in Europe that you could join. You had to join one camp or the other because there was no third camp. Got it? One camp said all of humanity is important. Okay? The other camp said only my nation is important. The humanity camp, all of humanity is important, they were called communists. And the my nation camp, they were called fascists. Okay? Now, there's a third option. Look at what the communists and fascists wanted. The communists wanted absolute total economic control and moral control over your daily life. They wanted to control everything you said, did, or thought. They wanted to own all the means of production, for example, and all the newspapers and media outlets and stuff too. Then there's the fascists, who want to control those things, but only if they can get certain goals out of it, like prosperity. So the fascists would allow companies to run large parts of their economy, even though they're against selfishness and they're in favor of altruism, and Hitler established a huge welfare state, and there were pensions for the poor and all kinds of things like that. Even though all that's true, they still allowed selfish people to run parts of their economy because they were more outcome-based. They wanted the outcome to be correct. They said in the long run what we want to do is have a healthier economy, so we better let some private companies who know what they're doing try to get some wealth. Who owns the companies? Who gets to tell the companies what they do? If the companies have any problem, who comes in and takes them over? The fascists. So the communists want everybody to give everything to the nation right away, to humanity. And the fascists wanted everyone to give up everything to the nation right away, but they'll let you have a little thing or two if it's good for everybody. But only if it's good for everybody. In other words, they're both into altruism. They both want to sacrifice the individual. You and your life and your selfish little concerns don't matter. What matters is everybody else in the world. You don't matter. So that's fine. Put that in your pocket. Now, let's change subjects to the Republicans and the Democrats. The Republicans want to cut down on pornography. They want to stop abortion. They believe that's bad. They want to stop you from burning the flag. They used to, anyways. They want to control obscenity on TV. They want to ban hard pornography on the internet. That's the Republican side, right? The Democrat side says freedom of speech all the way, baby. That stuff's fine. Like when Clinton got into office, did away with the prosecutor general pornography people, and then Bush put him back when he came in office. But anyways, for 8 years there was none of that going on. That's a Frontline episode I watched on pornography in America. Now, the Republicans really will crusade against this stuff, and the Democrats really don't care. However, the Republicans really don't care about taxes. They don't care about rich people. Rich people can get rich. There could be billionaires, trillionaires. They'll try to cut their taxes on these people. They'll try to give them more room to invest, less trouble caused with them. The Democrats want to tax those people, so they leave you freedom of speech, but they're going to tax the hell out of you. They're going to tax the rich people the most, because those are the most selfish people. And they're going to tax them hard in order to give their money to other people, which pretty much means government employees. So you've got people that accept physical force, the Republicans, right? Don't you show anybody your private parts or we'll put you in jail. Don't do any drugs or we'll put you in jail. Don't you have an abortion or else we'll do I don't know what to you. That's fine. Here are the Democrats now. You can do all those things. Have drugs, look at some good porn, have an abortion. The state will even pay for your abortion under the left. Don't you get a big business together. Don't you make too much money. Don't you make too much of a fortune over what your fellow men have. Don't go too far in distinguishing yourself. Okay? You need to be part of the crowd. If you're not, we'll send our police. We'll take money from you. We'll make you give us all kinds of stuff. Like Willie Nelson confiscated his house, auctioned it off, auctioned everything off. From failure to pay taxes, the IRS auctioned it off. So don't fight the IRS is one of the morals there. But the other moral is that the right and the left will come after you with frickin' guns, okay, to enforce their view. They are no different. They agree on one thing. One thing they agree on. Okay? One thing. How do we use physical force? The Republicans use it for their moral crusade, and the Democrats use it for their economic justice crusade. But they both use physical force. They both accept society as the most important thing. To hell with the individual. The left and the right are identical, like communism and fascism. And if you think communism and fascism are opposite, ask yourself which country you would rather live in. Hitler's Germany, where you can be walking down the street in Berlin and be shot from a housetop as general sport because the police are busy killing Jews. They don't have any time to investigate crimes. You want to be in Hitler's Germany, or do you want to be in Soviet Russia, where you take a baby into a police station and say this baby's mother was arrested, and they say wait over there. A few hours later, you're still waiting, they arrest you. You go to a gulag. Why? No reason. Which place do you want to be? What kind of society do you want to live in? Wait a minute. Excuse me. The Democrats and Republicans are not the end of the world. There is a third alternative. Actually, there's a second alternative to altruism and political force. And the alternative is freedom.